So this is not necessarily the video I wanted to be entirely making about Machine Gun Kelly. You know, I was hoping to maybe be getting into the album or so by now. The new rap album that he did confirm will be coming in 2023. But unfortunately, the news and speculation that I have is kind of a little bit different and more on the negative side, to the point where I actually think MGK has delayed his new rap album. And of course, there are a lot of signs here and there to kind of point towards this. I think one really being kind of the mental health side of it right now. There has been a lot of rumors going around that MGK is not in the best spot in his life, and obviously you don't ever want to hear something like that. There's rumors that he and Megan Fox are of course taking a break, and yeah, he hasn't used social media like in a month and a half now. I think the only thing he's posted is one thing about Mainstream Sellout being a year old, and some people have said he probably didn't even post that. Someone just probably posted that for him. Again, I think he has performed once or so in the last couple of months, and yeah, it just seems like he is definitely having some mental health issues at the moment. Who could blame him? I mean, if I was to take a break from Megan Fox, I'd probably jump off my balcony, do a backflip 360 and probably snap my neck. But to be honest, I hope he's doing well and all of this type of stuff. And again, it definitely does suck that he and Megan Fox are taking a break, and I couldn't even imagine what he's probably feeling right now. And again, that's one big thing to say, that this album is probably going to be delayed just based on the fact that this dude's not even using social media right now. But there are a ton of other big factors that I think are going into this potential rap album being delayed. First of all, a lot of people said that this album would be coming out in the first half of 2023, and I am pretty much 100% sure that that's probably not going to be happening. Again, when this video does come out, it should be early April. And if we look at MGK's past albums and whatnot, he's definitely had a really, basic formula of releasing a couple singles before the album does eventually come out. Of course, with Tickets to My Downfall, he released a single in May, released a single in August, released another single in August, and then released the album sometime in September, right? That's about a good, 3 to 4 months or so since the first single till the album's release. Then you look at Mainstream Sellout, which rumors were supposed to have a single in like December, January, but that didn't end up happening. We got the first one like September, which was Paper Cuts, and after that, the album reportedly took a bit of a different focus. I've talked about this on the channel before, how I think he kind of changed it up and decided to go from a bit of grunge back to the pop punk that we know Tickets to My Downfall was, of course. And then, now, after that happened, I think he released the first single in early February and released, the second single, which was Emo Girl, technically like the first one, because I don't even think he cared about Paper Cuts, but then would release the album pretty much end of March, I believe. So pretty much a couple months or so from the Emo Girl release, and definitely like a 5-month period from basically the Paper Cuts release. So in saying all that, if we're going to go based off his schedule, that he definitely takes like at least 3 or so months to, go from the single to the album. If we're going to look at that, if we're in April, you pretty much basically say, let's just say the single comes out in early May. Best hope, right? Probably won't, but let's just say it maybe comes out in early May. That means you probably won't be seeing this album until, like, again, September, which is definitely a pretty unfortunate thing. But I really do hope that he's taking the absolute, like, most time he can to perfect this album and make it the comeback album, make it the big rap album that I think everyone's been waiting for. Now, could this album get as far as delayed until 2024? There's a possibility. I mean, there's a very big possibility that he won't be on social media for at least another month or two. Then he might do some shows, and yeah, there's still a very big possibility. I still think there's a lot more he wants to probably do with this album, and we know he's got a bunch of collaborations with like Cordae and potentially Thugger and a couple other dudes here and there coming, which I've talked about in other videos. Go and check them out. But I have a feeling he might want to do, potentially a couple more here and there. And look, he's still got a long time to do it. No one's really expecting it all, and considering there are a bunch of other rap albums that might have a bit more hype than his right now, it might be wise to release his album after those type of guys, and they might release in like August, September. So earliest I can see it being would be August, I think. I think it'll be a September or further on release date at the time making this video, because as I said, we're going into April now, and he's not even using Instagram, he's not even using Twitter. Big chance that we're probably not going to be seeing a single for this album until maybe, who knows, geez, could be like May, which would be the earliest, I think. I think May or June would be like the earliest at this point, and then hopefully maybe an album will come September or after. That's my personal thoughts and opinions on it. I think there's just a lot of things going on with him right now, to the point where maybe he'll work on some other stuff before fully releasing this album, just to get a bit more hype around it, because again, his social media is dead. No fans have really heard from him or anything like that. I think what potentially might happen is he might start to slowly get back on social media. Maybe he'll be in a movie or something like that, and maybe do some YouTube videos, and then potentially the album might come after that. Pushing it back to 2024, building up the hype in 2023 wouldn't be the worst idea, but I think it will be potentially still end of 2023 if I'm going to be potentially honest. I would say around September. I think around like a Tickets to My Downfall type of thing, or maybe even October. Who knows? Definitely let me know what your thoughts and opinions are down below with this. Do you guys think Machine Gun Kelly's rap album has been delayed again? I would very much like to know. Don't forget to subscribe to my sports channel, my gaming channel. All of them will be linked in the description down below. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.